Now, netball lovers and fans of the Proteas here in South Africa, we've got a feast of high-octane netball coming to our shores as the best nations in the world. In fact, 3 of the top 4 and 4 of the top 5 will be joining us for what promises to be the first big tournament of the year, an opportunity to send out that message. Phumza, Vanessa, Marie, thank you so much for joining us. Awesome to connect with both of you again. I'm going to start by asking you quite a big question in terms of where we stand at the moment. Last year, looking at how the Quad Series in New Zealand played out, some very close games, but we are there. We are there with that coveted top 3, and they have dominated. And I'm talking about New Zealand, Australia, and England for so long. Obviously, Jamaica to a degree. Vanessa, are we there? Have we finally cracked that code? Can we run with the big dogs?
Graham, I think we're definitely there. We're building every game, every season, every camp we're building, and we're definitely working towards closing the gap more and more. We want to compete with the best in the world, and we're striving to be the best in the world.
To get up to 5th on any world ranking in any sporting code we know is tough, but when you set against the kind of sporting models that a lot of these nations have, the amount of money that they pump into it, Phumza, are you getting the time that you need with the squad? Is the squad and the team getting the support that they need? Talk us through where the mindset is at the moment.
Yes, definitely we get a time. We try the best to get a time, and we always prepare ourselves, because we always looking for the time for the squad, and we're working at the same time, but we try the best to get the space for the Proteas.
It really is a passion, a labour of love, I think, for all of you. What's working for the team at the moment? What has the squad been focusing on now with preparations? We must be pretty close now. I think it's on the 28th of Jan, yeah?
Yeah, 28th of Jan we'll be playing against
England first, yeah.
And then the 31st we'll be playing against Australia, and then we'll head over to England, and then we'll play against New Zealand and England. So it's quite exciting times lying ahead, and I know the girls have been working really hard. We've got our pre-season programs, and we've been training and giving it our all. We want to really compete, and we have to give ourselves the best chance.
Is it going to be a bit of a grudge match against, because looking at what all of the top coaches were saying, watch out for the Proteas, the girls are on the up and up, which has got to be awesome when you've got the New Zealand coaching outfit warning their players. Is there a bit of a grudge match against England going into this encounter with it coming so close in that final match of the last Squad Series?
I think England's our biggest hurdle at this point.
And even Australia, my friend, we can take it this time, because we won first quarter last year. We won first quarter against New Zealand, so we're ready to take a challenge for this year. So we can beat them. There's no way we can.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to take England. That's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You guys, I'll have you know, I mean, I've spent some time in the UK, having lost both the Sevens final and the 15-man game. We've got a lot to atone for at the moment. But it is amazing to see the amount of work that all of you guys have put in now starting to pay off. What is the goal set for next year? Surely we've got to take it one step further and saying, okay, we want to be in the top 5, we want to be in the top 4. What is the goal for the upcoming season?
I don't know. We've got a lot of personal goals as well, but I think as a team we'd like to build, like I said, we want to close the gap game by game. Yes. We've got a lot of development coming up. We want to look at bringing all the younger players up and really settling into creating a standard and a culture in SA Netball, and a winning culture in that.
I hate when young players say that we've got to bring the younger players in. I'm like, come on, man.
I'm not the oldest.
Come on, man. No, that's ridiculous, but that is vital. I think everyone needs that kind of mentoring element in there. Do you think the development structures are there? We know that we've got such a strong quality within our schools. Is that bridging? Are we seeing that starting to move into the senior level, Phumza?
There's a bit of... all right, go you, Phumza.
You can say it.
I'm out of this one. It's like there is a little bit of a gap from school to university, because a lot of funding gets there's not a lot of funding. Yeah, from school going into... So a lot of universities do really well, and all the netball players go, from universities.
From that system, yeah.
But if you're not in there,
But the netball is growing. When you see the young players, they're playing so hard, but they're not ever since last year. I saw there's a lot of difference, and even on TV, everything. Netball is
Yeah,
like...
there's a buzz now, there's coverage.
Yes,
well,
it's growing.
it does help when the team provides those kind of headlines, becomes a global major player, and that's what you guys are. So please pass the best on to the rest of the team. I'm sure we're going to connect with you a little bit closer to the tournament as well. But that kicks off on the 28th of January up against our old foes, England. Please get one over on them, just for all the rugby fans out there. Phumza and Vanessa Marie joining us ahead of the Quad Series kicking off here in Durban at the end of the month, where we're about to take a quick break. What's coming up?